Welcome to the time travel meditation. This is a visual meditation. So before we begin, I want to remind you that it's totally okay if you don't see a lot. You might see a million details and drop right into it, or you might just get a sense of things, colors or feelings or a quality of air, or you might struggle to get anywhere with it and with your busy mind. And that's okay. Dropping into a meditation like this can take some practice. And like all meditation, any glimpse of connection that you can find to this journey is completely worthwhile. So don't worry, just come along and bring your curiosity and see what happens. Try to leave your self judgment at the door. In this meditation, we're going to travel far into the past and far into the future. So buckle up. Take a moment to settle. Notice how your body is positioned. Make any adjustments that you need to make to feel well supported and relaxed. And as you get comfortable and settled in and gently let your eyes close, start to pay attention to your breath without trying to change anything. Just notice it reliably flowing in and flowing out of your body. We're going to start by just paying attention to the elements of your body, starting with the air of you. So just keep noticing your beautiful breath. The air of you is the you that is everywhere, that expands far beyond your body, connects you to all other beings around the earth as we collectively breathe our atmosphere into being, and as we are collectively nourished by it. All the creatures like us and beyond us, all the plants breathing together. The air element in you is a light and uplifting presence and a deeply nourishing one. It's also the element that connects you to vision. So for a moment, you could imagine transforming your body into an eagle and just riding some thermal way high up. Notice how, with hardly any effort, just with minor adjustments, you can steady yourself in the cool wind, and you can cast your vision across miles of landscape around you. The air of you frees you to see or to sense vastness. And it's so connected to the water in you. So now shift your attention to your fluidness. It can be literal, your blood, your lymph system, the water that's in every cell of your body, your tears. The water in you is the quality that allows you to move and be fluid and flexible and to change. It's the quality of your voice that is lyrical and melodic and changeable. You might sway and wiggle a little bit as you let yourself be a creek or an ocean or a drip or mist. And then we'll shift our attention to the fire in you. If water's music is lyrical and melodic, the fire in you is the drum beat. It's your heartbeat. It's rhythm. It's your metabolism, the spark of energy, of inspiration, of action. The fire gives you momentum. It gives you power. Sometimes it burns and purifies you. Other times it smolders and gives you sustained energy. The fire in you allows everything to happen. And finally, we'll turn our attention to the earth in you. The earth in you that you can feel in your deep connection to the ground through gravity, through your weight. Notice all the places where your body touches the floor or the chair. Let yourself be heavy. The earth in you, if it has a sound, is more like a hum or a drone or a vibration with a source that's deep and kind of like the drone of bagpipes. It's like always there supporting everything else. And take a moment to notice your feet on the ground. And imagine your toes just spreading out into the cool, steady earth. Or if you're not wearing shoes, let your toes spread out onto the floor beneath you. This spot of being really grounded and connected to the earth through our feet, through the rest of our bodies, this is our spot for our time travel journey today. In this spot, you are connected magnetically to the very center of the earth here, holding you in balance and giving you energy for the journey. So let's return to your breath for a moment. Take another deep breath. And in your mind's eye, in your imagination, let the ground beneath you kind of fill out in your imagination. Picture the building that you're in gently kind of dissipating so that you're sitting or standing on the ground right here in your place. Look around at your neighborhood, your street. And now imagine that as you stand here in this very place, time begins to flow and rewind. As you stay still, the buildings and the landscapes around you begin to morph into those of 25 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, even 200 years ago. As the world morphs and changes around you, watch the evidence of human intervention become replaced by the nature that was there before, almost like the nature is taking over or regrowing up through the cracks of civilization, breaking through. As you breathe, travel, 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 allowing the far and distant past to be here with you right now. Soon we begin arriving to a place so far back in time, maybe a time before there were even humans or many of them, a time before there was a word for time, before there were words for the earth or land or you or me, before the word here, before things were named. Our travel begins to slow into this time as we take a rest. Take a pause here. Breathe in deeply this air. Notice what surrounds you. Are there sounds? Is there an absence of sound? Smells, sensations? What are you noticing visually? The ground, the sky. Just be with it here for a few more breaths. Take a moment to offer this place your thanks for sharing itself with you. And now we'll begin our return. So you're still sitting or standing right here in your place, breathing. As time begins to flow around you again, slowly and then faster, as the landscape changes and changes and changes. Trees get taller and taller and eventually die out as new trees growing beneath them get taller and replace them in endless cycles. The texture and color of the landscape shifts and shifts and shifts again through the decades, the centuries, as time changes, as climate changes around the place that you sit. Civilizations grow and fall. As we get closer to the present, our current day built human environment begins to grow and grow until the world, the time begins to pass through this moment that we are in today. You're shown briefly the building around you, the city or town around you, and the nature surrounding you now. And yet we keep going. We're going to overshoot this moment and go a few more centuries on. So continue to allow the landscape to change, your building to once again change or dissipate. Notice that no matter how time and land and culture and even climate is changing around you, your feet are steady and firmly planted on this cool patch of earth. You're connected by a force of love to the earth's very center. You witness the upheavals of change again and again in the future direction with curiosity, with wonder. On and on you go until eventually time begins to slow again. And once again, you stand and pause easily in place, witnessing your place in this new time, centuries beyond where we are. What do you see? Notice the air, the temperature, and the quality of this time. What do you sense here? And what are you learning from this place in this moment? Take a few moments here to breathe this place in and out, slowly and gently, inviting it into view, inviting it to share with you the world of the future. With a little bow of gratitude, we begin to feel time flowing us once again back to the current moment. The journey back is restful. Night is falling. The stars are twinkling. And we sense the world shifting and shifting around us, almost rocking us to sleep. As dawn breaks, we find ourselves once again in this present moment, this snapshot in time, on our floor, in our building, in this place, with the sounds and the smells and the sights that are here now. As you complete your return, feel free to grab something to write with and write down any highlights of your journey.